Welcome back to the channel, people. It is about an hour before the Trump-Harris debate, or spectacle, whatever you want to call it. And I had a little time to kill, but I got a topic that is pretty troubling. And that is what happened to Tyreek Hill yesterday at the hands of two out-of-control Cuban police officers on Miami Dade Sheriff's Department. Okay, these guys out of control, and anybody who lives in Miami knows there's problems between Cubans and black people. There's problems between Cubans and everybody. They have a problem with authority. If you question their authority, and they are either a cop or the guys that give the tickets or any position of authority over you, and you encounter a Cuban in South Florida, you could have a problem that has nothing to do with the infraction. It's just, God forbid you question their authority. And that's what happened here. Tyreek Hill wasn't exactly cooperating initially, but once he opened that door, they had a responsibility. And that's, if you see the way the door opened, they had no choice. I mean, it's like it opens as a gull wing. But once he opened that door, all they were supposed to do is ask him for his driver's license, his proof of insurance, and his registration. That was what this traffic stop was supposed to be. But no, these two Cuban guys on their motorcycles, who knows, full of steroids and caffeine or whatever else they take. I would want to see a drug test on both of them. But there's something disturbing about the way this traffic stop occurred, and thank God it's very recorded. Anybody else, they were going to take this guy to jail, probably trump up some sort of other charges like battery on law enforcement to make the defendant even more in trouble. But anybody who lives in Dade County, and I've lived in Dade County on and off over the last 45 years, and I know exactly what happened here. It's happened to me, where you get into a situation with a Cuban guy, and they've got a problem with, you've got a problem with their authority, and they immediately come down on you with their authority. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, luckily for Tyreek Hill, first of all, luckily for Tyreek Hill, he's Tyreek Hill. And this is a problem, and I hope it gets elevated. I don't want to see him back down. I want to see him pressed to get both of these guys fired. Okay, they deserve it. And unsuspecting to these two police officers is that Miami Dade commissioners have already mentioned that there's a problem with this. But worse for them, for these cops, is there's a race for Miami Dade sheriff in less than 2 months on the general election, and it is a campaign issue now. Both campaigners for Miami Dade sheriff have come out against this police officer, and they've called it rightly police brutality. This was police brutality. They had no business pulling this guy, no matter who he was, out of his car like that. Once he opened that door, there was no need to accelerate. All they had to do was what he asked them to do, which is give him the ticket so he can get on his way to work. Nothing wrong with the way he did that. Now, should he have kept his window down? Yeah, he should have. Does that mean that they have the right to brutalize the guy and put him down on the ground on the hot pavement? That pavement is close to 140 degrees in the sun this time of day in Florida. Did he do anything to deserve that? If you answer yes, then you're the problem. Okay, these two cops have to be fired. Thank God it's a campaign issue now for Miami-Dade Sheriff. This has to stop.